All right, what we have here is BFRO report 55583. This is from Randolph County in West Virginia, 9/11/2016. So this was last year. Tracks found and casts made beside a spring on an old farm near Glady. Interesting. Let's look into this. This is a little fence that the farmer put up to keep the cows from walking into the spring. I don't know how deep the spring is, but there's a little spring going on right there. The footprint was found nearby. Of course, they're usually found in muddy areas, so that kind of makes sense there. Here's him holding this gigantic footprint, and this is kind of what you'd expect in a Bigfoot footprint. You got your lack of arch. You got your toes up there. It's just a big, wide, fat-looking foot. It's pretty cool. He's got a couple more pictures of it with a ruler, just so you have an idea of the width and the length and things like that, which I thought was kind of a good idea. Document everything, This kind of threw me a little bit. I didn't think he'd actually have a picture of the thing, but apparently he's been seeing these creatures around his property for quite some time. So you have something there. I can see a face. I don't know if you guys can, but it looks like it's looking right at the camera. And I don't think that's a bear, but I don't know. I mean, I don't know. You got a picture of the footprint in the mud, which I thought was a good idea. I guess if you see these creatures all the time, you think of things like that. A lot of people don't take a picture of the footprint in the mud. They'll just do the cast, things like that. And these are more casts that the farmer guy here has taken over the years. And here's a tree that has been twisted, which is a total Bigfoot thing. They like to twist trees, which is kind of terrifying, but it marks their territory. So there's that.
On July 21st this year, I was cutting grass at my nephew's place on the Glady Road. At around 8:30 I heard a Bigfoot start yelling from the nearby point. I know what they sound like, for I have seen one when I was around 12 years old and 3 in the past few years. They call me Daniel Boone because I spend a lot of time in the woods. And I have heard them a lot of times. On September 11th, 16 I was at the old farm that was once our grandfather's. My nephew owns it now. I have a few trout in an old spring barrel at one of the springs. On September 11th, 16 I went to feed the trout, but when I got there the cows were already there drinking. I looked down and in the soft mud was 2 fresh tracks. I ran the cows away and got my plaster Paris out of the car. I made a cast of the right print, the left one set at an angle. The plaster would have run out of the track. So I got the right one. It turned out okay.
What kind of strikes me as interesting, also noticed, people of the area have heard strange sounds before. I was told that the mountain has rock outcroppings around the top edges, and a brown mountain lion last year crossed the road just past this property. The thing is, this is part of the fauna. The folks out there and in certain parts of West Virginia it's just part of the fauna. It's just, yeah, they're there, they're over there. I leave them alone, they leave me alone. You know what I'm saying? It's not like it's a huge conspiracy theory. It's just not something that people talk about because, oh no, well, you're nuts, well, you're crazy. Well, no, they're not nuts, they're not crazy. These things live out there. They just like to be left alone. So why poke the bear, as it were? Anyway, let me know what you think. This wasn't the most exciting or compelling or whatever, but at the same time, I think it sets kind of a precedent of behaviors, and it shows their curiosity to hang around and want to know about human stuff, and we want to know about them, and that kind of thing. I just think it's interesting, and not not everything is exciting cop show. Sometimes you just get the interesting little tidbits of, I wonder, you know what I'm saying? And I think that's what this is. So that's why I shared this story. Anyway, hope you like it. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day. And all that other YouTuber malarkey. I'm out.